My name is Amandip Sidhu, and I founded the charity Doctors in Distress. In November 2018, I lost my brother to suicide. He was a doctor in the NHS. He was a consultant cardiologist, and he burnt out and likely developed a very, very deep depression, despite having no previous history of any other mental illness and was physically fit otherwise. My brother took his own life because he could not put his hand up and say, "I need help. This workload is too high. I really need the support of the people around me right now." He spent his whole life giving to other people, yet at the time where he needed the help the most, there was nobody there for him. I founded the charity to help raise awareness of the issue of doctor suicide, which I discovered very, very quickly after my brother's death is a growing problem year on year. On average, a doctor dies by suicide every 3 weeks, and Doctors in Distress is absolutely committed to the goal of having zero suicides amongst doctors by 2025. We want to do 3 things, and we want to change stigma, so we want to completely eradicate the stigma around doctors putting their hand up and saying, "I need help." We want to amend people's behaviours and change work cultures. And thirdly, we want to promote the value of good, strong, positive leadership, both within the health system and the medical profession. As I film this in June 2020, during a global COVID pandemic, there is a lot of focus on doctors' well-being right now, which is great, and there's very much a focus on providing the right PPE, or personal protective equipment. Doctors in Distress wants to provide doctors with mental PPE. And the urgent priority that we have right now is to create a network of facilitated therapeutic spaces where doctors can talk about the emotional impact of their work, gain support from each other in a very safe and non-stigmatizing environment. We know this will work. We know this will have an effect and improve doctors' health and well-being to ultimately reduce the level of suicide amongst doctors. Please get behind the charity Doctors in Distress. We are all very, very committed to this cause. And from a personal level, I want my brother to be one of the last few that died to suicide and succumbed to this awful phenomenon. It's time that we looked after doctors more. And during this pandemic of COVID, there is very much that focus. And I very much hope that going forward, we retain that focus and improve upon that. Doctors have influenced us one way or another in our lives. It's time to now properly look after them. Thank you for listening.